sitting here, came here to do the unboxing of sorts of this DBK by TRC Bushcrafter knife, but it's not going to be the normal unboxing. It's more of a first impression and first consideration, really, and you'll see what I mean. So this is how the knife arrives in this box. This is the receipt. You get the usual stickers and memorabilia and all that. So this version, the last version, they call this handle double black or something like that, arrives with this Kydex sheath. Now, I guess I'll start with the sheath. The sheath itself, I really don't like. I don't even know where to start. First of all, I feel that this is completely immaterial. Okay, I can remove it, but I don't see the point, because unless you're given one, finding a ferro rod that fits here precisely will be difficult, I think. The sheath, it is kind of sturdy, but I don't like that it's connected only on one side. I understand that it works, but there is some movement here. I don't like it. I don't like that there's nothing here to attach the bottom. And considering how flimsy this is, I feel that it needs it. It's also, well, it's not a heavy knife, but it is substantial, I guess. Now, the knife itself is in many ways gorgeous. Feels amazing. I mean, it fits my hand perfectly. Fit and finish is very good, as you would expect from a TRC knife. The size, to my mind, is just perfect. I only have a few things to say. First of all, this handle is just a little bit smooth, and I feel that it should be a little bit rougher, especially for what it's, it's designed to be used in the outdoors in an alone-like situation where you're going out for 3 months and you're supposed to survive, and you're going to sweat, you're going to be covered even, excuse me, by blood if you're actually hunting and skinning and all that, mud, and I feel like it needs to be a little bit rougher. Okay, but it does fit my hand amazingly well. The size is perfect, the thickness is perfect. It's really great. It's an amazing knife. I do have 2 complaints. One, I don't know if you can see it, but the tip isn't completely straight. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. It leans a little bit to the left. Okay, not what I would expect from TRC or from this price point. But the second thing, to my mind, is a more serious, I would say, complaint and observation, if you will. It's this part. Now, this is a finger guard, right? My problem is it's very smooth and it's slightly too short. And when I'm holding it like this, which, okay, I mean, if you're not a hunter, it may not mean anything to you, but you do hold the knife like this quite a lot when you're trying to skin, and it's a bit smooth and short. And if I compare it to another knife that I have. You've seen this knife before. You see, this part is longer, and it's more of a, not exactly 90-degree angle, but I can really stick my thumb here and it stays. Okay. Now, here's another thing that I wouldn't have noticed if I didn't have this knife. This is the knife that Roland Welker actually took with him to win Alone Season 7. Okay, the only difference is that this one has a Gaiogun handle, wood handle, and his handle was a stag handle, but the knife itself, the blade itself, is the same. And as you can see, there's a finger guard here, and yeah, you can really, this is perfect. I mean, you can really lock your thumb in here. And another thing that I've noticed, this knife is not as comfortable. Okay, it also costs a fifth. Rubbish metal. Obviously, this one is Elmax. This one is 690. Not exactly the same. This knife arrived completely unsharp. But here's the thing. You see, this is not meant to, you can hold it like this, obviously, if you want. But the purpose is to put your finger here and to lock the base of the wrist like this, right? To do skinning. And the thing is, this handle is not as comfortable, and this is very difficult to explain in a video, because you're talking about ergonomics and there's nuances and minute changes, differences rather. So it's okay, but the DBK one is thicker here and narrower here, and it sort of makes your hand sort of grip it in a much favorable way. But once I use this grip, suddenly everything about this handle makes sense. It's so comfortable to hold like this. You sort of push with your pinky here, and this locks into the base of your wrist, and then you can really do fine skinning. Okay. And as soon as I hold this knife like this, it's quite impractical, uncomfortable, too thick here. You can't use this. And then that makes me wonder, what is this knife for really? Okay, I mean, we all know this is a convex, or rather, what do you call it? You can call it, I suppose, well, it has a thick spine, cybervex, I suppose you can call it. It's going to be good for everything, right? And this is the point. It's going to be good for everything. You can do woodwork, you can hunt, hopefully, you can dress an animal in the field. Obviously, general utility. But funny enough, I mean, in many ways, you might actually do better with the Mora if all you're doing is simple wood stuff like feather sticking. And while this is going to be great for skinning, because I should have said it before, but I mean, this belly, I prefer it slightly less of a belly, a bit more like a puko. But okay, I understand it as a general knife, especially for if you're going to skin and do things like that as well, okay. But then the rest of the knife isn't really made for skinning, isn't really made for it. Now, I'm not going to do any demonstration here. I'm just going to tell you that the other thing that surprised me about this knife is that it wasn't as sharp as I expected. I expected something scary sharp. Now, did it cut paper? Yeah, it cut paper. Cut paper wonderfully. But it didn't cut paper any better than if you just buy a Mora, just buy a classic #1, it's about the same. And I know it because I've done it. Like, I bought a new classic #1, compared the two, honestly, about the same. And this knife costs, let's say, let's see. Yeah, basically 15 times more or something like that. That's crazy. Now, would I take it on a loan? Do I feel confident with it? Yes, I do. But I am bothered about this. I am bothered about the tip, and I am bothered that it's not as sharp as I expected. So we're going to do some testing, and I'll update you how it goes.